My glasses! I just dropped my glasses. Oh no. It's a good thing they're cheap, like little $10 gas station glasses. Hey guys, Simply Betta here. Right now, I'm on a road trip. I'm headed towards my mom's house, which is, I have to drive a really long ways. We're driving for days. We happen to be passing through this really beautiful, beautiful part of Utah, and it's full of these crazy rock formations. All of this landscape looks like it's procedurally generated, like it doesn't belong here. Like it belongs in Minecraft or No Man's Sky. It's just so cool. Now I'm actually sitting in one of the arches. How cool is that? It's really cold, so my lips are going numb if I'm having trouble talking and pronouncing things right. So a while ago, my grandma told my mom that she really was interested in having a little fish tank in her room. Like on this whole drive down, I've just been thinking about it like, gosh, maybe I should make my grandma just a cute little Betta fish tank, like something that's really easy and low maintenance that my 85-year-old grandma can enjoy and take care of just fine. And I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna surprise her with just this beautiful little fish tank. It'll be like my early Christmas gift for my grandma, and I think she'd really like it. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can put together. Alright, now I have to get down from this place. Okay, we're going to the pet store. We're almost there. There's a Petco nearby, which is kind of the only place where I can get everything all at once. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay guys, I'm here at the pet store. I'm gonna walk around and pick out a bunch of items to make a nice low maintenance fish tank for my grandma. Because I don't want her to have to be changing out water all the time. I don't want her to have to do a lot to this fish tank. Because, you know, she shouldn't have to. I don't want to be making a bunch of work for her to do. I want it to be easy and enjoyable. So come along and see what I do. Okay, I think I'm just gonna do something really easy, like a little 10-gallon tank and a nice little stand. So the reason I'm gonna go with 10 gallons is because the more water volume you have, the easier it is to take care of your fish tank. I mean, that's just a fact. I grabbed the metal stand, I grabbed the 10-gallon fish tank, and it also came with a hood and the light, the fluorescent light bulb, which is a daylight bulb. It's here in the cart. Riley's watching it for me. And so now, what else do I have to grab? Wave! Hi. I'm going to be using fluval stratum as my substrate. It looks like it's the only thing here that this Petco carries as a planted tank substrate, but that's okay. I've used it before and I like it, so I'll go with it. Daddy. Can I please push you? Daddy. You want Daddy to push you? Okay. I have to get my grandma a tap water conditioner. I'm gonna go with this one. Condition that tap water. The little scrubby pad I'm gonna use for cleaning the glass in case there's algae. I'm just gonna go and get some Betta pellets. I go with Omega 1. I just know that's a nice easy brand where it's little pellets and ingredients that I like. I like Omega 1. Okay, the next thing I need is a heater. I have to keep that water warm at a nice warm tropical temperature, so I'm getting a heater. Always get a heater, guys. That's like one of the biggest steps of Betta fish care. You know, I've never used a preset heater before, but I feel like that's just taking one complication out of this fish tank, is to use a preset heater, and to make it that much easier for my grandma. So I think I'm gonna get it. I'm also going to get a thermometer because I don't have anything to actually test the water and make sure that the heater is correct and calibrated, so I'm gonna get a thermometer just to make sure. Now I have to think about a filter. What am I going to do for a filter for this fish? I'm thinking about doing just a little tiny gentle box filter, like this little filter that just goes on the inside of your fish tank. I've used these ones before. They're really gentle, I know that. So I think I'm just gonna get a little internal power filter for this fish tank. But now, what am I going to do about the actual bacterial cycle? I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do yet. I don't have enough time to actually go through the whole cycling filter process. I'm only here for a few days. I think I'm gonna go online, maybe find a little local fish club, maybe somebody who can seed the filter for me. That would just be fantastic. So, wish me luck on that one. Okay, now what? I think I pretty much have all the basics, so now what do I need? Decorations. I got a planted tank substrate, so I'm going to get some plants. That's the first decoration I'm gonna get. Let's go see what they have. Here's the plant section. I'm gonna pick out a bunch of really easy plants. I've chosen some Anubias, some Java ferns, some swords, just easy plants that I can stick in the tank and they're probably going to do just fine. So that's what I'm going to do. And now I have to figure out any more decorations I want. What should I get for decorations? They have all kinds of like ceramic decorations here. This is kind of neat. Okay, for decorations we're gonna choose this cool little desert rock and this cool little rock next to it. It's nice and deserty. I'm in New Mexico, so this will be like my little New Mexico touch to this little tank.
Gram don't want it.
Gram doesn't want that. She doesn't want Gary the snail.
No,
Okay guys, now it's time to actually pick out the fish. So Grandma wanted me to just surprise her with picking out a fish that I thought was pretty. To the best of my ability, I'm gonna pick out a very healthy, like the healthiest looking fish from the selection here. So this isn't really something that I like the tiny, tiny little cups. I'm not the biggest fan, but I don't really have a whole lot of choice here. So that's why I'm gonna just pick out the best one that I can. Some of these, I look at them and I just know, just looking at them, they don't look like they're in very good condition. But some of them, like this little red guy, I mean, he looks nice, he looks healthy to me. I look at him and that looks like a just fine fish. Okay, which one of you is gonna be Grandma's new little baby? Like, for example, I think this guy looks pretty good. Oh, look at that, he's reacting to my finger. He's reacting, that's good. This is a fish that I would totally choose for Grandma. One that maybe I wouldn't choose. This guy looks a little stressed out, a little clamped. The babies, I never get any of the babies. There's a king, which is basically an extra large plakat. There's a little Dumbo, little baby females. They don't look too good, no. Oh, this guy's flaring. This guy's flaring. This guy's reacting. A rose gold male, which looks like just a pale platinum-ish gold. It's kind of cool. You know, but the cups do look nice and clean. That's good. I think I am going to go with this pretty kind of metallic-y mixed male. He's a butterfly. It says he's a black orchid male, which I beg to differ, but let's just get him. This is the lucky little guy that I chose. He's one lucky little fish. I'll show you guys some of the plants that I chose at Petco. I have a Java fern, I'm not sure what kind exactly. I have another Java fern, which is the little swoopy, lacy one that's lacy on the end. A assorted Anubias, not sure what Anubias this is. And then I have a really big sword right here, because I don't have a whole lot of experience with swords, but they're cool. I think they're cool. Okay, let's take this sword out. Let's check it out. Just stab it. Okay, here's the sword that I got. Now, I don't know anything about swords. If anybody in the comments section knows what this is, let me know. So I'm just gonna pinch off the ones that are sort of dying, kind of down here at the base. This one right here is a Java fern. I'm not sure what species this is. Whatever. Here's the other Java fern. Nice and pretty on the end. And here's the Anubias that I got. Unfortunately, most of the Anubias that came from that little pot was, was all mushy and the rhizome was rotten. But this is a good little chunk. All right, here's the cute little tank. It's kind of partially set up. My husband went ahead and he made the stand for me. It's a nice little metal stand. I like that. And then here, it's just a plain 10-gallon tank, and in it, I've already unboxed and I've put in the little filter. I'm not sure if that filter's gonna be a little too powerful for a Betta or not. I also have a heater, it's a preset heater, and a little light, a little daylight bulb. And I'm gonna go ahead and get to work and get this all set up. First thing I'm going to do is put in the substrate. Even that out a little bit. Okay, I have the substrate in. I'm going to put in my little decorations. I got this cute little rock because it kind of reminds me of New Mexico. Also this one, I just kind of like those.
Oh, look at that.
Nice. All right, this is how the decorations are going to go. My grandma liked it this way. So it's time to add my plants. I'm going to start with the sword. And oh no, I broke a leaf. I guess I have to peel that one off. Oops. All right, so the sword's going to do really well in this nutrient-rich plant substrate that I got. And I hope that it does great. I hope it grows like crazy and just spreads all over the place. I've never had swords before. I don't really know how swords do or what they do. Right here, kind of to cover up the filter and to cover up the heater back there. I just feel like that should be a big plant right there. So I'm gonna push it down to the substrate and it should do great, I hope. Next is the Anubias. So with Anubias, this is not a root feeder, this is a water column feeder. You can put it in the dirt if you want to, you just have to be careful not to shove the rhizome down into the gravel or into the dirt. Like I can shove the roots down, no big deal, but the rhizome you keep at the top. So I'm gonna put that kind of back I think it's gonna be good right here, kind of behind right there. Next up, I have my 2 Java ferns. They're also water column feeders, so the fact that I have a nutrient-rich substrate probably won't do that big of a deal for them, but these are really hard plants to kill. They're super easy plants. Java fern are really, really easy. Right here. Oh yeah, right there. That's good. Right there. That's nice. And then see that little lacy one right there? I'm gonna put, I think, right here. What do you think, Grandma?
Yes.
Grandma approves. One thing that I'm kicking myself for is not thinking about making this plant a tank before I actually left on my road trip, because I could have brought plants back. I could have brought so much. I could have brought like crypts back. I could have brought so many nice, pretty things for this beautiful tank, and I'm kicking myself for not thinking about that. So what I might actually do is go home and then bundle up some plants and ship them to my mom to then put into this tank. Because right now, it's like, that's a decent haul of plants from Petco, but you can see it doesn't really fill up that much. The plants will grow eventually, but I feel like it should be more full in there, and that's why I'm probably gonna add some crypts. Because crypts are super easy, and they are root feeders. They would do really well in this nutrient-rich substrate. Okay guys, here's the little planted tank. I think I'm pretty much done with it for now. I didn't show it, but that night I ran out and I grabbed a little background to put behind there so my grandma wouldn't see the wall behind the fish tank. I thought that'd be a nice touch. I grabbed a little light timer, so this way this tank is always going to be on about 8 hours a day, maybe even a little less, as kind of a night light. That's what she wanted it as. That's going to help reduce any kind of algae problems and make it even easier to maintain. When I get back home after this road trip, I'm definitely going to be sending in some plants, some big crypts to put back here as like a filler in the back. And I'll have my mom put those in. And then in the front, you know, most likely maybe I'll send a bunch of crypt parva that she can kind of pop into place in the front. And just try to make this a nice, lush, little, beautiful tank. There's a little fish. Hey, little guy. Enjoy your new home. Then who knows, if she's really, really enjoying this tank and the plants are doing great, maybe I'll do like a better lid and a better planted tank light, like a nice LED light. I'm gonna do a water change right before I leave for home, and then after I'm home from the road trip, I'm actually grabbing my own filter media and I'm gonna send it to my mom and she's gonna pop it into the filter. So my grandma's tank is gonna have some nice seeded, very well cycled filter media to put in that filter. And we'll just go from here. I'm kind of excited about this, and I'm happy to do it. Like, this is a little gift that I was so happy to give, and I hope my grandma really loves it, and it just grows to be really pretty, and it makes her happy. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know if you have any more questions about low-maintenance planted tanks, and I'd be happy to answer them or to give my 2 cents. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you next time. Let's climb it. Let's climb it. Bye-bye. What'd you say? Come down, please. Okay, I will. Now, getting down is kind of the scary part. Riley, I told you you're too precious to climb rocks.
No.
You're too precious.
No. I'm not precious.